Uncle Rogers reviews kimchi fried rice. Okay, let's see. Who is the unfortunate Western or European soul?
Uncle Roger in the middle of getting cancelled. So what better thing to do than review someone making fried rice?
Okay. As to give context to why Uncle Roger is getting cancelled is because Uncle Roger made comments about Taiwan. And then after that, the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, decided to completely remove Uncle Roger in the influencer space, such as Weibo or WeChat in China. So he's essentially cancelled in China. My opinion on that is, well, I don't really give a shit. I don't really care. China's just being China at this point, man. When did you expect?
Auntie Mangchi, she a legend in Korean cooking. New York Times called her the YouTube Korean Julia Chow. But who the hell is Julia Chow? Hiya. She don't even have one.
Kind of sad that he got banned in China though, to be fair.
And yes, Uncle Roger already got Mangchi auntie title. Because every time Uncle Roger want to cook Korean
Uncle Roger
dish,
will not be cancelled. He already is though.
Mangchi recipe.
He already is in China. Oh my god, what is this?
Hi everybody, I'm still in Montauk. Today's recipe is 해물 kimchi 볶음밥, seafood kimchi fried rice.
Kimchi fried rice, just like egg fried rice. Usually it's just whatever you have in fridge. This seafood here a bit fancy.
This is a one-pot meal.
To be fair, so like normal kimchi fried rice is basically anything that you'd find in your fridge, any vegetable that you see, probably some old stock of kimchi and then some old rice, and you just mix it all together. And then if you have something spare, like anything lying from the food last week or the food yesterday, just make it a point that, you know, it's compliable with the kimchi. And after that, it's essentially Gucci.
Let's start.
One pot meal, good, convenient. No need to wash so many dishes.
And
in China, yes, Glitch. In China, because the whole reason why Uncle Roger got banned in China was he was making remarks about Taiwan. Because in China's, quick history lesson, not too long. Is because in China considers Taiwan as part of China, mainland China. But Taiwan is an independent country in itself. That's what the Taiwanese believe. Now, if you are saying that Taiwan is a separate country, then China will ban your ass or cancel you because you're saying you're basically disasserting the claims of China. That's basically it. And that's the reason why Uncle Roger got cancelled in China, because he said something about Taiwan, which the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, did not like. TLDR, he was just, but the thing is, even if you say that, oh wait, Uncle Roger's a comedian, he's just doing funny comedy haha stuff. But the thing is, the Chinese Communist Party doesn't joke, man. Any government body doesn't fuck around. So yeah, that's what I'd say at least. I mean, in my opinion, it's kind of a loss for Uncle Roger because you have to realize in China there's millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars that you could make. Why do you think the Avengers or Marvel tried to get into the Chinese market? Why do you think American brands are trying to get into the Chinese market? Why do you think Apple or the iPhone is one of the most profitable products in China? You know what I mean? So like, it's a loss for Uncle Roger, definitely. But at some level, as long as he doesn't get censored, I think that's fine. As long as he doesn't start changing his opinions to fit China's agenda, I think that's fine. Because sometimes comedy does sting too. And you know what? If it stings, it's just the harsh reality of things, man. That's my whole take on the Uncle Roger getting cancelled.
Technique?
Inside is some intestine.
Correct.
So
I believe in people, not government.
Like
true.
This.
Agreed.
See the black and
always de-vein your shrimp, because shrimp vein, just like Jamie Oliver, full of shit.
The vein, this is the guts. So remove this belly area. I just give some slits.
Okay.
This,
prevent it from curling up after cooking.
Like this, so that it's not going to shrink when it's cooked.
Auntie Mangchi is so good at preparing shrimp. She's my favorite prawn star.
I prepare 6 large shrimp.
That is one huge shrimp though.
6 large scallops.
Oh.
So let's just
6 large shrimp and 6 large scallops.
Damn,
that's too expensive.
That's one fancy ass dish.
Your kimchi fried rice gonna bankrupt Uncle Roger.
That's one fancy ass dish.
Expensive. You Mangchi, not Salt Bay.
right.
True.
My kimchi.
I love the fact that she doesn't put any background music.
It reminds me of my colonoscopy, and my asshole get tense.
I brought my kimchi. It's
good kimchi.
Fermented kimchi. It's a sour taste kimchi.
Kimchi is one of the best things out there, man.
Kimchi fried rice, you need sour kimchi.
True.
And kimchi get more sour as it get older.
True.
Just like my ex-wife Auntie Helen.
True.
Around the head.
Do you guys like kimchi? I'm a huge fan of kimchi. I love kimchi. If you like, if you're gonna ask me something about like Asian food or Asian cuisine, I think kimchi is definitely one of the best. It's like one of the things, like for example, if you want to date a Korean man, like a Korean man or a Korean person, the best way into getting into their good side is basically making a point that you know the process of making kimchi or kimchi rice or whatever, right? In Filipino standards, it's usually something like adobo or sinigang, right? It goes the same way. Maybe in Japan, from what I remember at least, is that it's what do you call that? Rice balls, somewhere along like onigiri. How do you say onigiri? It's like rice balls, yeah, something along those lines. So, and kimchi, I would say it's one of my most favorite ones. I love kimchi so much that I pair it with adobo. I know it's weird, yes, but kimchi adobo is actually really good. Trust me.
Up to little square like that, correct?
Okay. This food is making me hungry. Hell yeah.
Maybe this kimchi can be a bit wetter because you can use kimchi brine to give the fried rice flavor. This kimchi just sour and
maybe it
dry.
Just depends.
It really like my ex-wife. You know what? Not sour and dry. Japanese snack. Because this video is sponsored by Boxy. Uncle Roger favorite Japanese snack box.
That was
Seriously,
a good one.
every time they work with Uncle
But
Roger,
anyway,
I get let me they work with family.
But by the way, let me ask you guys: what is your favorite Asian dish? What is your most favorite Asian dish? Majority of my Twitch community is basically more Western and more international. So what is your favorite Asian dish? Same with you, who's watching this video right now. What is your most favorite Asian dish? Because if it's for me, it's either gonna be adobo, kimchi, and probably what was the other thing? Wagyu. I think wagyu, barbecued wagyu. Those are probably my most three favorite dishes. That's what I would say at least, yeah. So what is your favorite dish? Let me know.
Snack. Bakso is great gift for anime lover, girlfriend,
egg fried rice with cinnamon adobo. Oh, that's good.
I got many virgin niece and nephew, so just
I can't
get
call in a
this
dish
box for
nationwide.
yourself.
It's okay.
Click link in description and use my code Uncle
I
Roger
don't like
to
egg
get
rolls.
$15 off your first Bakso order.
Okay, goddamn.
I gotta go inside and wash all this chopping board and everything.
It's called intermission.
Unless you think Uncle Roger gonna say, "Hiya, Auntie Mangchi,
okay,
why you show us cleaning chopping board?" But this actually very important step. Kimchi on chopping board, it leaves the color and smell inside chopping board.
Oh yeah, that's
so
true.
You have to wash it immediately.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to submerge it even.
Asian parent, they love their chopping board more than they love their children.
True. Especially and additionally non-stick Teflon pans.
My knife and my chopping board everywhere. They have to follow me to cook. If I'm lucky, the place where I stay, they have a really sharp knife. But mostly knife is very dull. So that's why as long as I decide to cook, I need to bring my knife.
Okay,
correct.
That's pretty cool.
Nephew, you ever stay in any Airbnb? Their knife dull as shit. Trying to cut with Airbnb knife is like trying to cut with potato. Useless. Dull knife for dull people. That's why every time you go in traveling, bring your own knife. Fuck the police. Eat your right repair knife for kimchi fried rice. That's the Asian Second Amendment.
No, I disagree. There is so many security issues right there, man. Okay. If you're going to go to an Airbnb and they have dull knives, just contact the owner, tell them that you need sharper knives. That's it. Or you go to a hardware store, just buy a knife because knives are pretty damn cheap. So I don't think bringing your knife with you is a good idea. I don't think, especially if you're gonna pass through metal detectors. I do not think it's a good idea. Not practical too, by the way.
Good smashing.
Okay.
And onion.
Onion.
It's okay. There's
onion
need.
optional because kimchi already strong flavor, but it's okay.
Okay.
1 green onion.
Spring onion good. In Korean cooking, if in
bring
doubt,
your
just
wok,
throw spring onion in there. Usually correct.
True. But you gotta bring your wok. Majority of Airbnbs don't have woks.
Auntie Mangchi bring this gas stove with her also. Nice. Auntie Mangchi, she travel in her luggage. Got sharp knife, gas stove. That's how you can tell she really love food. She rather look like terrorist than use induction stove.
True. She has her entire setup in her bag, man.
Vegetable oil good.
And
I mean, to be fair, if that's your content, you gotta do it, man.
Green onion in a bit too early, Auntie Mangchi. And it's a bit weird to saute inside pot. Why do you just use saucepan?
Keep stirring until really crispy and brown. See? Brownish. Crispy.
Okay, that's fair.
Oil.
Okay, why are you transferring to another pan now? That weird.
So this is around
It's so
1
expensive.
tablespoon.
Auntie Mangchi, I thought you said kimchi fried rice is 1 pot meal?
This is a 1 pot meal.
But then you
Okay.
use 2 pot?
Wok is multi-purpose, you can cook with it.
Open
True,
relationship
true.
or something.
If you're gonna bring
Let's
something
add
from your kitchen,
green
at least make it a
beans
once a wok, man.
Okay, she's using the
Or
second pot
or
to
if you're
make
American,
shrimp scallop.
a skillet, an iron
Some
skillet.
But it look good.
It's a little crunchy.
Look like it cooked well. Look delicious.
With 2 or 3
Okay.
minutes, just you can see it, like all this turned into opaque inside, even shrimp. That means they're cooked.
That good advice, except
That's
for
fair.
sushi. Never eat transparent seafood unless your hobby is shitting yourself.
Or unless you wanna get infested by all the what do you call that? By the parasites. Here's a key thing: is that when you're buying something, when you're traveling to Asia or you want to eat something, don't eat anything raw. Trust me, hygiene standards is not much of a good thing here. So if you're gonna eat sushi or sashimi or whatever or some raw stuff, make it a point that they're properly prepared in an actual, reputable restaurant at least. Don't go to a street food stall and expect that you're not gonna have parasites once you eat raw stuff. Don't eat it raw, man.
What is this? My Auntie Mangchi cooking in field of giant green dildo.
At this point, I
Sorry,
don't know, man.
Huh, another plate.
Okay.
This Auntie Mangchi definitely got cleaner. Just using so many dishes and pans.
I made rice. This rice is made with
It's
1
like-
cup. 1 cup short grain
Okay.
rice. 2.5 cups rice.
I hope that leftover rice, Auntie Mangchi, but
Okay.
it kind of looked like fresh rice.
Kind of does actually.
Kimchi go in, correct?
That's just sad.
Stir fry
That's
kimchi
just
a
sad,
bit good.
no.
And then let's
Yeah, that's
add
like,
rice.
just like new rice.
And I will add around a quarter cup
Because like
water.
older
Wait,
rice,
what? No, what?
because older rice have like a more yellowish color. Yeah, that's how it usually goes.
No water. Auntie Mangchi, no water.
Use
Please.
broth.
On screen you say, oh, kimchi brine. You definitely
Okay.
need kimchi brine, not
Yeah,
water.
kimchi brine or
this
kimchi
gave
broth,
me
whatever.
all
Just
a
use that instead,
mistake.
not
Uncle Roger
water.
have to put my leg down from chair. Auntie Mangchi, Uncle Roger like
The
it.
reason why you don't use water when you're making kimchi fried rice is sometimes you would want it to be more wet and more texture, more softer, more texturized. But the reason is you don't do that is because it dilutes the flavor. So if you want it to make it a lot more wetter, then you just use kimchi brine or some kind of stock or soup. But as long as it complements the kimchi rice at
You
least.
don't put water in your fried rice. You're gonna get
I've seen people do
cancelled
soy
like
sauce.
me.
It's weird, but I've seen people do soy sauce.
Of course, we need to add gochujang.
No gochujang in kimchi fried rice. Gochujang is fermented soybean paste.
Yeah, you don't do
Taste
that,
don't
man.
go well with kimchi fried
Yeah,
rice.
you don't do that,
If you want
actually.
to add extra seasoning, maybe sugar, because the
MSG,
sweetness good pairing
MSG.
with the sourness of kimchi.
MSG.
And of course, you can always
make it more-
use
to make it more
the
sour.
cocaine of cooking. MSG.
Oh, there we go,
In
see.
Korea, it's known as dashita.
To add the gochujang, about maybe 2 tablespoons.
No.
Uncle Roger
No.
disappointed.
But then again, I couldn't really argue as much because each household have their own kimchi recipes, kimchi rice recipes. It's like adobo here in the Philippines. Each household has their own recipe, has their own patterns, right? Some families like their adobo dry. Some of them love them. Well, some of them love them with lots of sauce. Some of them love them thick. Thick and viscous, like with adding baking powder into it. I've seen some families even add like pineapples into it, or it's even sugar, brown sugar. So maybe this is her version. I don't know.
Stirring like this, okay. Kimchi fried rice, Korean food, you don't need to wok toss. You can just stir.
I mean, wok toss is
It's
more,
a bit boring.
much more of a Chinese
but
thing,
Korean
though.
people don't really use wok. No wok. Hey, why so weak? So weak.
That's a Chinese thing, bro. Yeah.
So actually, this is a kimchi bokkeumbap. Even just by itself, delicious.
She using metal spoon in non-stick pan, but the metal spoon never actually touched the pan, so that okay.
Good, good.
I kind of this is weird.
Soy sauce.
Soy sauce optional because kimchi usually quite salty already. But because the kimchi not much brine, maybe that's why she need extra soy sauce.
And now let's plant all seafood here.
Wait, you plating seafood like this?
Don't you do that after when it's on the plate?
It's like paella.
Not on the pan.
It's not fried rice anymore.
And close the lid.
You close the lid. Yeah, this definitely paella.
Nah, that's paella. Yeah.
Auntie Mangchi, I think you're making wrong dish. I think you're not making seafood kimchi fried rice. You're making seafood kimchi paella. Nobody make fried rice with lid.
That is kind of gross.
And one thing missing. Sesame oil.
Sesame oil, correct?
That's fair.
Sesame oil,
That's fine.
Sesame oil.
Very good flavor.
At least it's not olive oil.
Sesame seed,
If Jamie
correct?
Oliver made this,
Don't
it's going to be
come at me
olive
with
oil.
Oh, Uncle Roger, I'm allergic to sesame seed.
If little tiny bitsy sesame seed kill you, you deserve to die.
Oh shit, no, that's too much, man.
I need cold beer.
God damn. That's a hard day's work, man. But like, yeah, okay. This looks more of a paella rather than kimchi rice though, because technically, I mean, realistically. But yeah, realistically, when you're trying to cook kimchi, kimchi fried rice or any fried rice in nature, is that it's basically just mixing and matching whatever is left from yesterday's dinner or yesterday's dish or whatever is available in your refrigerator. You know, that's about it. Or whatever the cheapest ingredients that you could get your hands on. And after just mixing kimchi that has been stored for like a week or two, that's usually just it. It's not this fancy thing where you need seafoods and you need whatever. You gotta put everything in it. Like, maybe this is the fancier versions of her own. Maybe this is her fancy version of her own take on what kimchi is. Because if you ask me, I wouldn't call this paella. I would rather call this like her version. I wouldn't say this is like a traditional version at least. But anyway, kind of disappointing though, because I'm expecting that since she is Asian, she'll probably nail the dish. But then again, I guess that doesn't work for everyone then. Anyway, good video. I'm kind of disappointed that an Asian person cannot nail an Asian dish. It hurts me. It hurts my feelings inside. But great video. Let's move on to the next one.